Hey there, MedSpa owner. So if you're wondering how do you get more clients, I want to share with you the entire funnel that you need to think about when it comes to marketing. And what I'm going to be explaining to you is going to be more, it's going to tie in the psychological part to it, but also really the entire journey that someone goes through when they're thinking about what med spa do I want to go to. And so that's why I'm calling this the med spa acquisition funnel. Now, it really starts at the very, very beginning, something that we call top of mind or even top of funnel. What that means is I want you to think of a funnel where it's a very big opening at the top and then it goes narrow, narrow, narrower. So everyone that's coming at the top, it's a lot of people who have some level of interest, but maybe they're not ready to buy. And as they go down this funnel where the funnel gets smaller and smaller, their level of interest goes up and they're getting closer to being a buyer, but their numbers decline. So that's what you have to know when it comes to this concept of top of mind or top of funnel. So what are these awareness channels that people find this information from, or how do they become top of mind? So this could be things like social media posts. These could be things like videos that they see online. This could be information that they read in a magazine or read in the news. So this is really top of mind. And when I say top of mind, it's something that captures their interest, not so much that they want to buy, but it's something that they're interested in. So as an example, like I really like things with health and fitness. So if I'm on Facebook and I see someone talking about, oh, there's actually this food that you think is really healthy for you that's actually really unhealthy for you, that would capture my attention. I'm not looking to buy something, but if I see that, oh, this is something that I'm interested in, then I see this article that, oh, this really healthy food that you probably always eat is actually killing you. Oh, I'm really interested in that. Okay, let me read it and let me see what they're going to be talking about. So I would be a top of mind or top of funnel. Now, maybe this company that is putting out this article, maybe they're saying that, oh, bananas is really bad for you, but hey, you know what? Apples is really good for you. We sell apples. Do you want to buy apples from us? So now that's further on down the line, but in the beginning, what they're really trying to get is that they're trying to get me to at least interact with them because they have this article. So it's not someone that is necessarily ready to buy. They could be, but you're trying to attract people's attention that is interested in what you are offering. So as an example, let's say that you have a M-Skull machine and you want to try and get people who are top of funnel or top of mind who are looking into this. So maybe you put a video out there that talks about, hey, if people are struggling to lose weight or look slimmer, hey, here's 5 things that you could think about, 5 things that you could do to slim down. Or, hey, if your body is just resistant to dropping weight, take a look at this guide. This guide has 10 things that you can try right now, and at least one of these things is going to help you, guaranteed, kind of thing. That's getting a little bit more on the salesy side, but the point of this is that you want to attract attention at the very top. That is just hooking their initial information. Now, as they become warmer or you send them more information, or maybe they want to take an action on what they saw, now they're going to start moving down this funnel. And the people at the very bottom is what we call bottom of funnel. These are basically people who are ready to take some type of action right now. That could be making a purchase, that could be wanting to call you and talk to you, that could be making an appointment with you to see, okay, what can you offer for me? Now, these people are the people that we like because they're they're good buying prospects, and we have a chance to close them into one of our services. So of course we all want these, but you don't want to neglect the top of funnel because everyone starts at top of funnel before they get to the bottom, everybody. So, but not everyone who's top of funnel is going to make it to the bottom, but everyone at the bottom starts at the top. So that's what you have to think about here, is that it's not just a matter of, oh, let me throw up an ad and get people who want to pay for my services. It's what is this entire process that people go through from A to Z so that you can understand where do they start and then where do they get to where they're purchasing your services. Now, I'm going to go back to that example I was using for the news article about the healthy food that is actually really unhealthy for you. Now, let's say I read that article, I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I don't want to buy, but that's interesting. Now, what you can do with that person, depending on what action they took, is that let's say I just read that article, I'm like, okay, that's cool, and then I keep going about my day. You can use retargeting to keep showing me different ads because I went to your article. So you can keep me engaged and you keep your business in my top of mind because I see more articles that you're putting out for things that I probably am interested in because I first read that article. I'm probably interested in this topic. So if you send me more, then I'm probably going to be consuming more of that information. Now, another example, let's say that I went to that article and it says, hey, if you want more food tips like this, subscribe to our newsletter. So I'd be like, okay, you know what? I'll put my name, I'll put my email in there. Then from there, you're going to be sending me emails, constant emails, giving me more of this information. So retargeting is one channel. If you collect their information, emailing is another way of also keeping in touch with people so that you can stay top of mind with them and try and work them down the funnel until they get to the point where they are ready to buy something from you. Now, when they get further down that funnel, it could just be time, where they're like, hey, you know what, I'm interested in health, I'm interested in fitness, but I don't know, nothing's really kind of pushed me to get to that point. But now they're like, maybe, you know what, I should do something. Or when we're talking about services like the M-Sculpt machine, people's like, okay, you know what, I really want to slim down, I really want to look a little bit better, but it hasn't been a priority. But now that I'm seeing this, you know what, I deserve it, I really should do this. I've waited a long time, I really want to start looking into this. So now they're going to start looking. And so they're getting closer and closer to that buying decision. But now what is that next step? That next step is, okay, now who do I want to go to get me that service, to get me that result? And this is when they start doing their searching. So now you start thinking about, okay, how can I be in front of that person? How can I have a good impression in their mind? Now, if you already have their contact information, like the example I had before, where you have their email information, you can send them credibility pieces about you. Hey, I want to tell you the story of Jane. And Jane was thinking about getting this done for 5 years and she just never did it. But she finally woke up one day and realized, you know what, I deserve this for myself. And so she came in, she saw our doctor. Doctor's done 5,000 of these procedures. And even though she was a bit nervous, she went through with it. And now she raves about us and she loves us and she wished she did this earlier. So you can tell it in a narrative where it gives you that credibility, like you're kind of sneaking in like the doctor's been doing this for a long time, they've done a lot of these treatments, and this person is really, really happy. So you are starting to build up the credibility of your practice in the mind of this prospect. The other thing, which I talk about a lot in my other videos, is online reputation. When people start searching, they are looking at online reputation very heavily. So you always want to focus on this no matter what you're doing, no matter what marketing you're doing, whether it's online, whether it's offline, whether you're doing no marketing at all, you should always focus on getting online reviews, because something it's going to take time to build up. And you want to make sure that no matter what you are doing, that your online reviews supports what marketing initiative that you are doing. If you don't have any reviews, it's hurting everything you're doing. If you have lots of good reviews, it's helping everything that you're doing. Even if it's word of mouth, even if it's referral, it's going to be helping you. So having good online reputation is going to be that next step when people start looking, okay, who do I want to go to? Who do I want to have a consultation with? They're looking at online reviews. And that's going to make a very big decision as far as, do they want to come into you? Now, this is kind of where the marketing ends and it starts going more into the sales process. So they see you, they're interested in the topic, they start to get closer to make a buying decision, they start researching, okay, who's the best person I want to talk to, and from there, they start reaching out, okay, which practice do I want to do a consultation with? Now, once they book that consultation, this is where that sale starts to come into play. So how is your team confirming appointments? Are they making sure people are showing up? When they show up, how is that consultation process going? Are they being closed into the service? When they get the service, what does the follow-up look like? Are we making sure that they're happy, that they're taken care of, that they're leaving reviews, that they're giving you referrals? What is that process? And that is more the sales side, but everything ties in together. That's how you get more clients and keep building and building and building your practice. It's by doing it this way and thinking through the entire process. So, and there's lots of channels that you can use for this. Google is one channel, YouTube, online directories, putting content on social media. So how can people get this information that they're looking for? Even things on your website as well. So there's many different channels of how people can start, but just know that everyone is going through this entire process, no matter what. I mean, you may get somebody who's like, oh, well, Daniel, this person came to me and they're ready to buy. So, I mean, they didn't even have to start at top of funnel. They did start at top of funnel, but they may have done it already in the past. And it could have been through someone else's content. It could have been through a friend. It could have been through a family member. But everyone starts at the top of the funnel, at the top of mind. Now, you want to start being that top of mind for them, where you're giving them that information. Because if you're giving them good information, if you're answering their questions, then they're going to start looking at you like the authority. And when they are ready to pull that trigger, then you're going to be the first one in their mindset. Now they're just validating, they're going to be looking for information to validate, okay, you know what, you really are the expert. Because if you do all this work to warm them up, give them great information, answer all their questions, and then they start looking up your practice, and you have no online reviews or very little online reviews, they're like, huh, that's strange. Like, they seem like an expert, but they don't have many reviews. You know what, let me go somewhere else. I was talking to another practice, been around a long time, very, very experienced. She had someone that was going to come to her for a $3,000 treatment, but booked the appointment, was going to come in for the procedure, but then last minute called and canceled and said, you know what, I looked you up online and you don't have any online reviews. So I just don't feel comfortable. I'm going to cancel my appointment. So that person lost $3,000 because they did not have any online reviews, even though she was very, very experienced and she knew what she was doing. So this is what you have to think about when it comes to your practice. What is this whole funnel that people are going through? So to summarize everything, stage one, top of funnel. How are you getting their initial interest in what you have to offer? Second step, how are you warming them up to get them closer to making that buying decision? This could be retargeting them with more information, with videos, with emails, even potentially text messages, giving them more information to help them along that buying journey to where they want to be a buyer. Third step is that when they're going to start looking you up, what does your credibility look like? Are people going to your website? Are they going to your social media? Are they looking at your online reviews? Is what they're seeing, is it helping you or is it hurting you? And then finally, towards the end is closing that deal. So this process, this acquisition funnel, all these pieces are in play in every single situation. You just may not be involved in every single one of these steps, but that's what you want to put together when you're putting together your marketing and this entire funnel together. So hopefully that was helpful for you. And if you need help with this or have any questions, there's a link down below this video. You can book a call with our team. They can walk you through, answer the questions you have, and help you put together a strategy that makes sense for your specific situation. But until then, I'm wishing you the best of luck in growing your practice.